Hello and welcome to our first demonstration of Elementa Arcanum. We're going to be showing some of the full game rules right now. So if you've played the basic game rules, there's a few additions here. The additions would be that you can forget spells during the research phase, and you can attack with 2 elements at once during the combat phase. There's a few more changes when it comes to how victory points are allocated, otherwise known as stars. And you'll get to see that during the course of the game. So we're going to play with our hands face up for the purpose of demonstrating the game. Normally, obviously, you'd be playing with hidden information, but we think for illustrative purposes, much better to show it this way. So it's much more clear, actually, what's going on during the course of the game.
And we'll try and play as if we don't know what the other person has.
That's right. All right, so I'll go first. So my hand has a bunch of 2s in it. That's usually not the best way to get into the early rounds of the research phase. So I'm going to attack Isaiah with 2 air and 2 fire.
All right, 2 air and 2 fire. Since I have a 2 of water, it's pretty obvious that I should block with the 2 of water. And I also have the 2 of earth, so I can perfectly block and opposite elements get a full block.
Yep, so that absorbs all of the damage, and I gain no victory points. And now it's Isaiah's turn to attack back if he wants to.
My turn. Normally I don't know what you have. So considering I shouldn't know what you have, this would be a turn I would probably not attack because I have pretty strong cards for buying.
Sounds good. All right, so we'll go to the research phase now. So typically with the research phase, you'll want to buy things for where you have perfect change. Also, I'm looking to see what I can trash in my discard pile. So I'm going to get this 6 of earth here, 4 and 2. Let's see what we draw. And then since you start with 12 cards, I now have 13. I'm not allowed to go below 10, but I can get rid of this 2 with this 3. And then I can get rid of that 3 with this 3, and then I can get rid of that 2 there. So yeah, so I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to use the 3 of water to get rid of the 2 of fire. I'll use the 3 of fire to get rid of the 3 of water that I just used, and then I'll get rid of this 2 of earth.
Yep. All right. So for me, I will definitely go ahead and get the 7 of water. Now it's a little bit of a tougher choice. I think I will have to... Should I go... Let's see what I can trash. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a great option for trashing except for getting rid of this 2, so I think I'm going to go ahead and just buy the 7 with everything. Does that work? That'll be 3.5. No, I can't even buy the 7. This is a tough call here. So what the problem is, I can't really optimize my last 3 cards.
Yeah.
So probably might just have to go and get the 5. Get the 5, see what comes up.
What about the 6 here?
I could get the 6, but I think I'd rather get the 5 and then trash the 2.
That works.
It's arguably, pretty,
Yeah.
It's a tough call. It's a tough call.
Yep. Well, that's the sense of a good game, right? You have tough decisions to make. All right, so since Isaiah went last the previous turn, he'll be going first this turn, so he'll get to do combat first.
Since there's no fire to buy, I think it's probably in my best interest to attack you with all my fire. So,
yep, that works.
That will be 9 fire. Big attack early in the game. So.
Big attack. Big attack from a big boy. It's tough. I could block all of it if I wanted to go with just dropping most of my hand. That might not be bad in this case because of the fact that I can get back my 6. There's less 2s now, so if I reshuffle, it's not too bad of a reshuffle. So I think, another way to go would be to block for less and then attack back for maybe 3 earth and 3 wind, but then there's some wind in the shop. So probably what's best is to try to trigger a reshuffle and then hope to draw some wind and water in my reshuffle. So I'm gonna do a full block. So,
all right.
So that's the exact block.
And I assume you're not going to attack back with the 4.
Yeah, I think that's just a little bit too good for the research phase. I think I will just pass and just redraw into the
especially since I go first.
Yeah.
And all right, and then I will have to reshuffle.
Yep.
So when you run out of cards to pick up from your deck, you have to shuffle your trash cards.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So my hand has 1 card left in it, so I'll need to reshuffle and then draw 4 more.
Yep.
You don't reshuffle until you get to the point where you would need to draw another card. So that's where we're at right now.
I draw 3 more cards. So I will go ahead and get the 6.
Mm-hmm.
See what I get. And then I will go ahead and get the 6 as well here.
Mm-hmm.
And then with my 3, I will forget the 2.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So we'll get the 5 here. Pretty bad options. Let's see. So I think I'm just going to spend my whole hand to get a 7 of wind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not great, but could have better options, really.
All
right, and then I will be fighting first. So I think I'll go with a twin blast of 2 wind, 2 water.
Okay. 2 wind, 2 water. Yep, I think because it makes sense for, I'll get the full block there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess there's no fire on the board. I think I'm just going to go ahead and do a full block with the 4 against the wind, since it's not opposite. I have to do 4 instead of 2.
Yeah, exactly. Counts for half.
So I really like the 7. It's not great for me to attack with a 7 for research still early in the game. So I think I'm going to go ahead and attack with a 2 and the 3. It'll be just a 2/2. So when you attack with 2, you get the combination of the 2 with the lesser of the 2. So in this case, I only get the 2 and the 2. The 3 drops down to a 2.
That was a lot of 2 you said there. Yeah. Yeah, this might be a situation where I just want to take the damage, just because I don't have really a great block. There's a lot of water on the board. I buy first. I could just block with like the 4 of earth, but then if I draw into earth, that's not great. Also, I've got some wind in here that like the 2 of, although I am going to reshuffle, so that doesn't really matter. But yeah, I think overall it's just not worth for me to lose 4s out of my hand just to do some blocking, so you'll get a victory point.
Oh, nice.
All right, so yeah, let's keep it, I guess, here.
Make sure they can see it. Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
All right. Well, I still have 7. I will have to reshuffle because I only have 3 more cards.
All right. A little bit unfortunate, the draw here. I think the first thing I'll have to do is go with this 6 here. See what we draw into. Yeah, another not amazing research. Do I want to get more water, or do I want to? I think probably I'll just get more water. So yeah, I'll just get this 7 of water. Oh, not water. What was I just saying? Oh, between these 2, yeah. I mean, I'll get the 7 of wind.
All right. So nice for me. I can get the 7 for the 7. That's always the ideal. I think it makes sense for me to also get the 7 over here with the 4. now I don't have great options. Can't really trash much. Oh man. So this is an interesting play, but I think it's my best option. And because I literally can't buy anything,
Mm-hmm.
and it's getting later in the game, I'm going to actually trash the 4 of fire.
All right.
3 covers most of it, and then the 1.5 covers the rest.
That makes sense.
And I go first, correct?
Yep.
All right. Since I'm first, I probably want to save my better cards, but there's also not great, not really very well matched up. So I think I'll just do a 2-2 attack.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, my cards are pretty bad, so I want to try to get rid of as many of them as possible. So probably what I want to do is just like hit you back for a 3 and 3. So anything other than a 3 and a 3 don't really matter much. So I will just overblock with these cards.
Okay.
So that's full block, and then I'll hit you back for a 3 wind, 3 earth.
3 wind, 3 earth. Okay. So I can block all the earth easily with this.
Mm-hmm.
Do I want to do the full block early in the game, or do I want to save it for research? That's always a tough call. I'm going to go ahead and do the full block.
Okay.
With my wind.
Sounds good. All right. Reshuffle.
All right. Now it's my turn to buy.
Yep.
Only 1/7 of fire. I think I'm just going to have to go ahead and get the 6 with the green.
Yep.
And I do have okay, so I will go ahead and get the 5 with the 6, and then I will kill the 2 with 3, and the 4 will get rid of my 2. So I believe I am now out of 2s, which is one of the first things you want to do is get rid of all your 2s.
Nice. That's good. I can't say the same. All right, so I'll get this 6 of wind. Yeah, I guess I'll just get... there's really not like a convenient trash this turn, unfortunately, so basically I should just try to use my whole hand. So, unbuys. So, get that. I could just, instead of getting like a 5, or like, I could get 2 5s, but really, it's probably just better for me to try to get a 7. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll just get this 7 of fire.
Oh, and then another 7 of fire comes out. All right.
Back to back.
And you are first, correct?
Yes, that's right. All right, so 4s are not like amazing at this stage in the game. They're okay. But I think it might make sense for me to try to hold on to the earth here and try to get that 7. I mean, one thing I could do is attack you with 3 and 3, and then hope that you attack me back so you can get rid of the 2. That might not be bad, actually. Another thing I could do here is rest, but you are ahead in victory points, and it's not as great resting when there's a victory point to be had, potentially. So I think I will just do the 3 and 3.
Okay. So my 4 easily blocks the 3. I do not have anything to block the 3 that is a perfect match. It would be nice to keep the 6 for the research. Wouldn't mind getting rid of the 3, but unfortunately that's not enough to do a full block. I think I'm going to go ahead and do a 3 and a 4. So
Okay.
I'll block 3, 4, 4.
Okay.
And get a full block.
Okay.
And then I'm going to rest, actually, because I like these cards for research.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, so I research first, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'll go with the 7 of fire. I would like to get rid of this 2, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do it this turn, because I think I want to get that 7 earth. Alternatively, I could get rid of the 4 with that. So I could, yeah, maybe that's better. Maybe I'll just go with, I'll get rid of the 3 of fire with this 4. And then I'll get rid of the 2 of water with this 4.
All right.
Your turn.
All right. So there's 1 7, which is ideal for me to get. But unfortunately, I have to waste another card to get it because I don't have. So this is actually a tough combination of options here. So actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and get this 5. See what comes up. See if it helps me give me some better options. Nope. No better options. Yeah, well, I think I'm going to have to go ahead and get the 7.
How do you do it?
With the 5 and with the 5.
With
the 5.
Yep. Okay.
I really want to get rid of that 3 of fire. Go ahead and get the 5. Ooh, that's what I wanted. And then I will go ahead and get rid of the 3 of fire.
Okay. All right. The first tier 2 card is now in the game. So we'll get rid of the tier 1s and deal out the rest of the tier 2s. All right, and you're first to attack, my friends.
Yes, I am. So I want to get rid of my 3s early in the game. I also have an opportunity to do kind of like a larger attack early in the game, which is actually not a bad move considering that it could catch him off guard, but it's also the first time to research for bigger cards. So this is a tough call, I would say. I think I'm going to have to go and do the conservative play here, which is just the 3 and the 3.
Okay. All right. So I think probably the best thing for me to do is, well, we could underblock and then attack back for 4 and 4, because it might be better, since I have no victory points, it might be better to let you get one and then take one back. I also could go big and go for like a 10 and 10 attack back, but since both wind and earth are up for purchase, it's not likely that both would be exhausted by the time it's my turn this early in tier 2. And 7 and 6 are best cards in my deck for researching, so I probably at this stage of the game still want to be a little bit conservative with my attacks. So I think with that being said, I'll just underblock and then go for an attack back. So
you block with a 2.
Yep. So you'll get another victory point.
And then
and then I'll attack you for 4.
Back with a 4 and a 4.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So the question is, do I want to block with a 4? But a full block is probably not worth it. Do I want to keep the 4? Do I want to block with the 4? I think I do have to reshuffle, unfortunately, if I block, which is not ideal because then I can't trash as much. So I'm actually going to go ahead and take the damage and
all right,
and begin the research phase. So
cool.
All right. So of course it's pretty obvious. I think I need to go get the 10 of Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Hope that I get. Of course, the 12 comes after.
Got him.
This is where it gets a little bit tough because really not much I can buy here.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I'm going to have to start going into trashing. So I want to look at my 3s and 4s. I have this. These are the cards I want to get rid of. Unfortunately, none of them are fire, which does not help me with the 7 of water. So the 3 here can get rid of the 3, so that's a pretty easy one. The 5 here can get rid of the 3. It's also a pretty easy one. And then I think I just have to get rid of the 3 as well with this 7.
All right.
And now all of my 3s are gone.
Sounds good. So I can, there's a couple of different things I could do here. One is that I could get this 10 of wind with something like that. Actually, it would be better to use the water 6, I think, because then I could get the 8, and then
you could actually get the 12.
Yeah, and then I can get rid of 2 of the 2 wind. Oh yeah, I actually can't do that full game. Never mind. Yeah, I mean I could get the 12. It's true.
Which is pretty big in this early in the game.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I'd have 2 advantageous trashes, which I would if I did that. Yeah, it might be better to just go like this, and then I can get rid of the 4 and a 2 with my trashes, which is I think pretty solid. I mean, you know, the other option is a 10 and 8. But I think 12, it's a little bit close. But I think a 12 could be better. So, all right. Yeah, I don't think that's going to really change. I still want to get rid of some of these terrible cards. So the 7 will get rid of this 2, and the 6 will get rid of the 4. All right.
And now you are first.
That's right. Alrighty. So there is that 10 there. I don't really love the 4 of water. So maybe what I could do is attack with like 4 and 4, like a 4 and a 5 to do 8 damage. Another option would be getting rid of this 3, so maybe attacking with a 3 and the 4. Yeah, I think that might be a little bit better. It also sets me up well on defense because I have 3 out of the 4 elements on all my cards, so I think I'll do that. So
3 and a 4.
Yeah, so 3
Gotcha.
3 water, 3 wind.
I think it's if I can. That takes care of 3. I have 4 left on the water. And we're not doing any carryover.
No, you do carry over on damage. So yeah, it's 3.5 really.
So 3.5.
Or sorry, 2.5. This is 3 and 3.
Oh yeah, 3 and 3.
So 2.5.
2.5. Okay, that actually is a very big difference because now.
Yeah, now you can use the 5.
5. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Okay.
And then my cards are pretty strong for research, so I think I'm just not gonna go ahead and block.
Attack. Yep. Okay.
Oops.
All right. All right. So we've got perfect change for the 12 of fire. So I think that makes sense to get that. A no-brainer.
One.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer. And then I can get. So what I want to get rid of here. So I'd really like to get rid of that 3. So yeah. So I'll just get the 10 of wind. I mean, the other thing I could do would be to use my entire rest of my hand for trashing, but I don't really have great. I can get rid of a 4 of earth, and then there's no other 3s. Yeah, I think given that, it's a little close because I mean, yeah, I think I'll just get the 10.
Okay, and then you're gonna get rid of the 3.
Yeah, I'll get rid of the 3 of wind. Go ahead.
Just what I was hoping. I will go ahead and get the 12 of water. I will also go ahead and get the 12 of earth. So 2 12s, which is
A pretty good turn.
pretty good. And then I will use the 6 to get rid of the 4, which is also good for me. So I'm getting pretty low. I think I'm almost out of 4s, which is where I want to get to. still have a 4, but hopefully not too much longer. There is a 12 out there, which I would like to get that 12. So with that being said, I think it's probably in my best interest to try and preserve my 5s and go ahead and just attack you with the 4.
Okay. Let's see. So I think what I would want to do is attack you back for 4 and 4. Well, actually, alternatively, I could go with 9 Earth. That could be good. Because 5 is the only. I don't consider 3s and 4s to be good anymore. So basically, like 5 is the only. Aside from the 12, is the only good card in my hand. So I think what I'm going to do is attack, block like this, full block like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I'll attack you back for
9.
9. Yeah.
So this is tough for me because do I want to keep the 5s? I do have some better cards in my hand, but I also have 2 12s in my deck, so shuffling isn't necessarily a bad thing for me. 3 more cards here. So to do a full block, I'd have to block quite a bit, which I don't think is worth it for me. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and take the damage.
Okay.
All right.
Great. So I like to hear.
All right. So I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and use the 6 and the 7 to get the 12. Fortunately, it's a little bit more than I would like to spend to, but there's really not much our way around it. I will just have to use all this to get the 12 of water.
Okay. That's cool. Let's see. So I think I'll get the 10 of wind here. Like, the only problem with that is that water's really good for trashing this hand. Yeah, I think it's still right though. I think I want to free up spots in the research row to try to get fire. Yeah, okay, another fire. Not really the kind of fire I'm looking for though. So I can kill that 3 of earth with the 7 of fire, and then nothing else that's great. Yeah, I can't really do anything with the 5 of fire when it comes to trashing things. This is kind of a tough hand. I think I'm going to get that 8, and then, it's not wonderful. Yeah, get a better fire card. I think I'm just going to go with the trashing of the 3 of earth. Not great use of cards. All right, so I go first.
You go first.
Yep. All right. Well, we're getting to the stage of phase 2 where researching is a little bit less important. So I could go with a decent size attack here. Water is pretty useless for researching, whereas the wind is not. Yeah, so I could go with like a 7 and 7, and then hope he attacks me so I can drop the 4, because the 4 is just kind of terrible for attacks. The other thing I could do is just go for a very large wind attack and pressure him to doing a lot of blocks. The problem with that, though, is that he's not likely to attack me back, and then I have some very bad cards for researching. So I think I'm going to play... the other thing I could do actually here is rest. It might actually be the best play, because then I get to see new cards. Yeah, I mean, given that the 7 is also not terrible for research, I think I will actually just do the rest. So these are the cards I draw. Get rid of this water, and then I'll get rid of one of the wind cards so that I have a decent blocking hand.
Okay. So I think, my cards are pretty good for research. I do want to get more aggressive earlier in the game, at this stage in the game, but I think it's best for me to just get rid of the 2 4s.
Okay. Given that I'm significantly ahead in victory points right now, I think I will just go for the block. I mean, it does force me to reshuffle in some 4s, which is not great. I mean, if I do give up a victory, it's only 1 victory point I'd be giving up here. It would set me up for a really good research where I can get rid of some of my worst cards. So that's the upside. Yeah, I think given the power of my hand and that I do want to start to get rid of some bad cards, I think I'll just give you the victory point.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting that, but...
Yeah, I mean, just given the fact that I would have to reshuffle in all these 4s, I think
I believe you're first.
Yep. So, all right, so I do probably want to get at least one of these 8s. So let's see what happens there. All right. Yeah, and then I think I can start to look at what my trashes are. So I can get rid of this 4 with the 7. I can get rid of, I want to get rid of that other 4, so I can get rid of that with this 7.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're looking at getting rid of this 4 with the 12.
Yep.
And then I'll get rid of this 6 here, this 6. It's not wonderful. Would like to get rid of one of the 5s, but yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, it's late in the game. It's not... Got a lot of higher cards now, so...
Yeah.
All right. My turn. I think I just, have to see what comes up with the 10 and the 10. It's pretty easy to make that decision. Now it gets a little more tricky. I think it is worth it for me to get the 10 of water. I do want to get rid of these 2 4s, so I want to make sure if I can get rid of the 10 of water. I believe if I do this, then I will still be able to get rid of the 4 and the 4. So, yep, I'm going to go ahead and get the 10 of water.
Okay.
And get rid of my 2 4s.
Okay. And you are going to be first.
I'm getting close to eliminating the 4s. They still have a 4 left. So now my hand's getting quite a bit stronger. There's only an 8, so I think it's pretty clear now I want to go with a more aggressive attack, which would be 28, or whoa, I think that's 30 water, which would award me 3 points if there was no blocking, which I think it puts you in a position where you're definitely going to want to block something.
Yep. So down to 25. Let's see. So I may just want to block as much as I would need to get down to. You do have 2 cards left in your hand, so it may be better to just go for a full block here. So he's 6, 9, 14. So I block. Yeah, it's just not good enough, huh? Yeah, so 6, 11. So, so we get down to 14 damage, so you get 2 victory points.
And what are you blocking with?
Well, yeah, I mean, just like my whole hand, probably.
Oh, wow, and it still only brings you down that far.
Yeah, it's not a very strong hand. So, yeah, I think that's what I'll have to do, because my attack back wouldn't be that great. It'd be like 17, and you have 2 cards in your hands. It would, you basically allow you to get another victory point, I think. It's 14, so actually, so if I block like this, that would get it down below 20. So that would still keep you at 2 victory points. Actually, that might be better.
Probably
Yeah.
makes the most sense to do that.
Yeah. So I'll do that. And then...
Because remember, you don't know what I have.
Right. So I do get to draw a card. So, oh, wow, that was actually a really good draw. Yeah. Yeah, so I got pretty lucky there. So,
wow.
Yes, that's 29 coming back.
29, boy. Well,
nothing like a 12 off the top.
Definitely bring it down below.
So that's 17 left.
And I think the 5 is pretty weak at this point, so...
Yeah. So I get 2 victory points.
Yep, take my mind.
Yep, so it's 2-2. Alright. Well, that was better than what I was really planning to do. But I changed my mind.
Okay, so not a great purchasing option at this point. So let's see what I can get rid of. Got some 5s and 6s, another 5. I think I want to really go after the trashing at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So the 6 can get rid of the 6. 7 can get rid of the 6. Now it gets a little more tricky. Unfortunately, don't really have a great option. Now, the 5 and the 7 could get rid of the 6. Which just isn't that great for me. And then there's nothing I can do with the 7. So I think I'm going to have to go ahead and just get the 8.
Okay.
Instead of getting rid of the 6. And unfortunately, I still can't use the 7. So get rid of the 2, 5, and 6s. And that's it.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm going to focus first on the most important trashes. I want to get rid of this 5. And then I definitely want to get rid of that 5. But I don't really have a great card in my hand to get rid of that 5. So I may have to just use this 10 for that purpose. And then the best card to buy would be that 12, but I need both of my 8s to do that. And then that leaves the 6 kind of abandoned, 6 of Earth, without like a really great move to do with that. So that kind of suggests to me that I should probably ignore that 12 of Fire and focus on trashing. So if I did that, so I could do this, I could do this, and then I could do this, and then let me just make sure I have enough cards. So that's 4, 7, 10. So I exactly have enough cards. Yeah. So I think that's probably the best thing I can do here. None of those are great purchases. I mean, the only thing that's good to purchase would be that 12, but I would need to use both of these 8s to do that, and I would not be able to trash these 6s. I mean, it's still a 12, though. I mean, that'd be bad. Yeah. Yeah, I think it actually might be better just to get that 12 for now.
All right.
So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get this 12.
Yep.
And then, and then kill this 5.
Okay.
All right.
You were first.
Ooh, boy. All right, so yeah, I think we're at the stage in the game where it just makes sense to start pressuring. Research right now is not all that important until you get to tier 3. So I think because of that, I'm just going to come at you with all of it. So that's 24 plus another 14. So 38. Why can't I do math?
Oh man.
38.
Uh-oh. So I can block 5. Brings it down to 33.
Yep.
even if I do a full block, I think it still puts me in a pretty tough position. So what would that be? So this brings it down to 35, right? And I need to get it below into the 20s or below 20.
So, so it's 38 minus 5, so 33 left. So 1, 11, 21, 31. So right now I'm going to have 6 victory points. So yeah, you need to keep me to 2 victory points. So that's,
Okay.
yeah, you have to get it below 11.
You mean below 20?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. 20 or below. Sorry.
So this brings it down to 33, you said?
Yep,
Or
33.
33. So that would be
30.
30. And then unfortunately, I think I have to go ahead and just do this, which will bring it just below, so you get 2.
Yep.
Now I get to draw a card. Hopefully I get something good. It's not really that great, but I think it's best to do a double attack, so 5 and 5, which I don't believe.
So I'll be able to block not all of it.
Yep.
So you get 1 victory point back.
All right. Look at this hand. It's too bad I didn't have that on the last hand. That's I think I need to do a little better shuffling.
Yeah, so we'll get this 8 here. Actually, let me just do that 8 over there first. So let's see what we draw on that. All right. Actually, yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Because I want to do some trashing probably too. So yeah, so I'll get this 8 here. All right. And then we're going to be looking at some awkward trashes because the elements are not exactly the best combination. So I can get rid of a 7 and then nothing else. I mean, alternatively, I guess you could grab a 10. Yeah, I think grabbing a 10 is probably better than killing a single 7. So, as awkward as that is.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll just go for this 10 of fire.
Okay. So if I get the 10 over here, that gives me quite a bit of flexibility. But is it really what I want? So
I gotta be careful with my discard pile. I think I'm going off camera a little bit.
It would give me the ability to. I'm not going to get rid of these. I'll be able to do this, this, and this, which I think is my best move at this stage of the game. So I'm going to go ahead and do that.
All right.
Get rid of 3 and get 10 in the process.
All right.
And I'm getting pretty low, so I don't think I'm at 10. I didn't actually count.
No, you're not at 10.
So, but getting close to 10, so I got to be careful about.
Being the rules of the game.
Yep. So you cannot have less than 10 cards. So I am first. Since you have 3 and I have 2, you know, and there's really not much I want to buy right now. I can't really. The 12 of wind isn't great for me. The 8s aren't that strong. Probably best for me to do, I think, a double
Twin blast.
Twin blast. So that would be 22, 22, so 44.
Yeah, that's a lot. All right, so I can block that.
Yep.
And I can block. So let's see. So you got 22. So that's 14 left. Would like to get it down further. Let's see.
And remember, you're not supposed to know what's in my hand.
No, I know. Of course not.
So I have a 12 in my hand, of course, right?
Well, I'm just kind of deciding, like, should I block like this, losing more cards, but then, or, I mean, 6 and 6 is better, but
it's a better attack.
But it makes it so that the things I draw will suck. You know what I mean? For like attacking back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be capped out. I think it makes more sense actually for me to block like this, allow you to get 2 victory points.
And you have the 8 still.
And then I have the 8 still. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the other thing is I could just full block, you get 1 victory point, and then see what I draw off the top, and try to hit you back with whatever that is. That might be okay.
If you get a 12,
yeah,
could be strong.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'll just let you get 1 victory point. Yeah.
Okay.
So, all right. So, see what I draw. All right. I mean, I'm just going to attack you with that.
I'll go ahead and block. Although,
do you want the 7?
Yeah, I mean 7's kind of it's kind of in the middle. It's kind of low, so I'm gonna go ahead and block, but you still get the win. So,
Lucked out a little bit. Actually, I mean, if I had drew any other element, that would have been good too. So, all right. So my turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. So I'll get the 12 with the 2 7s. All right. Well, I can't buy that.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see. So really, the only gray trash I have is that 6. And then, yeah. All right. So I'll get rid of the 6 of earth with the 8 of lightning. I'll get rid of the 6 of water with the 7 of fire, and then yeah, I'll just get this.
And 16, and nothing goes away yet.
Nothing goes away yet.
I think I just have to go ahead and get the Ultima. I can't really do that much great trashing at this point, and I think that's my best move. So that would be 7, 12, not quite enough. So with the 5, I can get it. So yep, that is what I will do.
All right, and then we lose these guys.
So now the research becomes quite a bit more important.
Yeah, it raises in priority once again for a certain period of time.
All right. And why do I feel like I shouldn't be first again?
Yep, you were first.
I feel like I was first last time. No, did we mess that up?
I don't think so. Good.
All right. So there's no water, so I think it's pretty clear that I want to attack with all my water.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you can block that pretty easily.
You don't know that. All right, so that's 24 water.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. So this would be 25 if I block like this.
Yep. That makes sense.
Yeah. The other thing I could do is let you get 1 victory point and then hit you back for more, which would let me draw a card. So that might be better. So if I blocked 14, so if I just kept this 10. The other thing I could try to do is do for 10 and 10 and keep my 12. So, all right. So I think I'm going to do that. I'll let you get 1 victory point.
Okay. I think we did mess up, though, because didn't I attack you first last time? With the 24-24?
Maybe we did. So maybe we just did the research. I mean, all right. Yeah. Everyone makes mistakes.
I got to go first twice. All right, so you still have you have that left, and you get to draw a card.
Yeah. Oh, I think I know. I attacked you back though. How did we mess that up? That's All right. So let's see what we draw.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I think it might be dead.
Yeah. Are you dead? I think it makes sense for me to go for everything. 17.
Yeah, I think I'm dead. So you would still get me with 22.
No, 17. So you're not dead.
Oh, yeah. I am still
17,
alive. I only take 1.
Yeah, take 1 and I gain 1 there. Yep.
I am still alive.
Still kicking.
Just barely. Oh, I believe these would go into the. Or does everything go into my shuffle? Because I was completely out of cards. I think everything goes into my shuffle, right? Yeah.
Yeah, if you didn't draw until you were completely out of the card, like
Yeah.
so everything goes in.
Yep.
All right. Let's see what we got to trash over here.
And now I have the luxury of purchasing first. Huh. Quite a large hand, which I think is going to make it make sense for me to get the 2 16s. I could get another Ultima, but I think 2 16s is better than an Ultima at this point in the game.
Yep. The only thing is you'll have a card left over.
Yeah, but either way, you know, I can. It's really only a choice of an Ultima and 2 cards. So
yep, 2 16s.
Yeah, 2 16s.
All
Or
right.
I guess
1 16. See what you draw.
see what I draw. I mean, it's another Ultima.
All right.
Can't buy an Ultima with that. So, and then unfortunately with my 7, was there any way that I could somehow have bought? No, I don't think so. So unfortunately the 7 is useless.
Yeah. So I mean, I could get a 16 here, but it would be only 1 16. I don't have great trashes, so I think it makes sense for me to get an Ultima.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I think I know what you're doing.
Well, it's your turn first.
Oh,
Remember
that's
that.
right. Yeah.
Which
I
unfortunately
think I know what
is
you're doing.
not good
It's
for me.
blocking is what you're doing. All right. So yeah, I mean, I think it doesn't make any sense for me to do anything but just attack you for a lot because I just need 1 victory point now to win.
Luckily, I believe I can block that. So the 12 and the 10 blocks, cancels out.
Yeah. And then you need all your cards. Right,
Unfortunately, I need all my cards to do a full block, so
Yes.
I will have to do a full block.
Okay.
And
you can't attack back.
I cannot attack back.
Yep. All right. So we got research.
So research.
Where I hopefully draw Ultima.
And I did draw an Ultima, which is pretty good for me.
Yeah, you can use the rest of your hand well, and then trash. Well, on the other hand, though, the rest of your hand's pretty good. So actually, it's not good for you.
Yeah, I think at this point in the game, though, I want to really trash some of the weak cards and.
Oh, you had that. I thought you were reshuffling. Okay,
Nope.
so that's your discard pile. Okay, then it's good.
Yeah, my discard pile has quite a few.
Yeah.
5. Definitely want to get rid of the 5.
Oh yeah.
That's for sure. And if I can get rid of the 7s, that is great for me. So.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I cannot get rid of the 7s with a 12. So,
Yeah. Oh, actually, Ultima's not as amazing in a full version because you can't do multi-trashing.
oh really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're probably gonna want to get the 16s. I think you're first. Right? Because you went first. Remember, so you're buying first.
Okay. Yep.
So I'm guessing you're gonna probably want to
Yeah.
get 2 16s, or you can
No,
get a 6. You can get a 2. Yeah.
Think about getting Ultima. Yeah, I could do 2 16s. I wouldn't mind doing 2 16s if I could do something with the last card that's useful. But I think since I can't, I do that. Yeah. I mean, I could just barely buy Ultima. Yeah. Yeah, I think. All right.
And a 16 water. That changes my strategy a little
Yeah.
bit.
That certainly changes things a little bit.
And we can't buy anything with Ultima.
Correct, but yeah, although it's kind of weird, right, with the full game rules. 'Cause the big thing about Ultima is the multi-trash.
Yeah, it's really.
I would say let's do multi-trash only with Ultima.
Okay. So what multi-trash means is I can trash multiple cards, which probably is best for me to do an 8 and a 7 and a 5 actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and trash all 3 of those.
Yep, nice.
I think it's in my best interest to get a 16, and then try and get rid of one of the 7s. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the water 7.
Okay.
So that is my move.
Sounds good.
I believe almost all my low cards are gone. Oh, yep, these are still. So 1 card left. Shuffle. And
since we're getting to actually show off Ultima in this game.
Yeah, I'm barely alive, but
still kicking. Still kicking.
Really hope I get that Ultima in this hand right now. It could really help me out right now. So let's see if I get lucky and draw myself an Ultima. Once again,
don't do it.
Don't think I've been doing the best shuffling, but that is the nature of the game. So unfortunately, that is my best play. No Ultima, so that will be 34, 40. So obviously, I'm assuming you're going to want to use your 8s and the 10.
Yeah, so 40. So you win if you get 21 damage, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to just have to block everything that I can. So that'll bring it down below 20, so you're going to get 2 victory points there.
Okay, so what is that?
That's 26.
26.
So 14 damage.
14 damage, okay.
Yeah, actually, I could just throw away 1 more 8 to lower it down by 1 more victory point. So you only get 1. Yeah, I think I'll do that.
Okay. So I get 1. We're back to even. You draw a card.
All right. We're in business.
So is that it? Or you have to get 11, right? So you just get 1.
Just
correct?
barely survive. Give me that back. All right. Wow. Holding on by the skin of your teeth over there.
That's how I like to survive.
Yep.
So this is an interesting little dilemma here. I can get the 16 for the 16, which is great for me.
Yep.
And then, unfortunately, that wouldn't be enough to get the Ultima. I can definitely get the Ultima, but that would pretty much be everything. But then I can't trash anything. So I think it's in my best interest to go ahead and try and get the Ultima and then trash a 7. So what I'm going to do is use these to kill the 6. Now I have the 7 and the 7. I'm going to use the 16 to get the 16. And I will use the 10s to kill 7. So.
Okay. Yeah, so for me, most I'm going to be able to trash is 2 7s. So we have to just kind of accept that that's the case. And then the question is, do I buy 2 16s or do I buy an Ultima? And I think I'm going to just buy the Ultima. Just because it keeps the number of cards in my deck lower. Also, just we're getting to the point in the game where buying power becomes less important, and it's just more about how much damage you can deal in 1 turn. And Ultima is a pretty good amount of damage, and it's very flexible. You can use it for blocking too. So I think I'm just going to go with that. So just go get the Ultima.
Are we out of cards now?
Yep, that is it for new cards to buy. So then I'll get rid of, I guess, a 7 of Wind and a 7 of Fire. Keep myself balanced. Okay. And that's it.
And you attack first. So 1 point and you win.
Mm-hmm.
Which means I have to do a full block, so quite a big advantage for you.
Yeah, it's pretty strong. Come on, Ultimas. Nope.
Yes.
Nope, no Ultimas.
So I'm probably going to want to do a double attack, correct? Or just one big wing attack.
Yeah, the double attack is a little awkward. There's no way I can make that.
It's not really an optimal attack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think I'll just go with my lightning attack. Well, let me see. 31.
24, so 31.
Yeah, 31 or
you could do 36 with a 2 and 2.
Yeah, 36. But that leaves me only one card back. Yeah, I'll do it like this.
Okay. So 31 you said?
Yeah.
31. So I think my best bet here is to block with exactly
Yeah, 32. So 1 over, yep.
And
hit you back for a lot of earth.
hit you back with the full amount because I'm getting desperate here. So
yeah, I mean that might do it, right?
Was that an epic comeback or what just happened there?
Yeah. Yep, epic comeback.
Oh my goodness.
Nice. Good game.
You know, I knew at some point I was going to get the ult because I think I had a smaller deck than yours.
Yeah.
I only had 1/7 left. Yeah, I think if you look, that was kind of my advantage. You had more Ultima, but
right.
I only have 1/7 left in my deck, so
yeah,
pretty strong, combination of cards, 16s and.
Yeah, so if I drew like a different set of cards, it might have been different. That was the next 5.
Yeah.
But yeah, that happens.
Wow. Cool. So you can see how the game goes back and forth so quickly where it looks like you're winning.
Yeah.
But at the end of the game, one big hand or one big swing. So you really want to have a very limited amount of good cards at the end of the game.
Definitely. Yeah.
Because one bad hand is the difference at the end of the game.
Yeah,
so.
Sort of the more bad stuff you can remove out of your deck, the stronger your deck overall is on an average draw. And he just had like a better average draw, and he benefited from that on the final turn. So great. Good play by Isaiah. And thanks for watching.